Hey guys, so today I did kind of like one of my go-to everyday looks that I kept it simple today, or tried to keep it simple. That sometimes never works, but I think I managed it pretty much. Just kept the eyes neutral. I did do kind of a dramatic wing, not because I wanted to, but because it just happened that way. You know, your hands can get a little bit carried away when you're dealing with eyeliner. So if you want to know how to get this look, please continue watching. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Would really appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoy. So today I'm going to moisturize with my Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. It's for oily to, well, it says combination oily to oily skin. So because they have two different kinds. They have a lotion and then the gel. If you're more dry to combination, you definitely want to use the lotion. If you're oily, you're going to want to use the gel version of it. I'm just gonna rub it in the face. Today I'm gonna be using two primers. I'm gonna be using the Makeup Forever Skin Equalizer. That's what it's called, Skin Equalizer, and it's the smoothing primer. And then I'm gonna use CoverX Mattifying Primer. The smoothing primer, I'm gonna put it pretty much in my T-zone because that's where I've noticed that this primer does a better job at filling in pores. I have the mattifying version of the Makeup Forever one, and again, it mattifies but doesn't really fill in the pores, at least for me. So just gonna put it in where I know that I have bigger pores. And then I'm gonna use CoverFX mattifying primer for the rest of my face. Alright, today I'm gonna be mixing True Match N5 and then the Maybelline FitMe 310 in Sun Beige. When I mix these, I feel like I like the color that it comes out with, and also the consistency when you mix the two foundations together. I feel like it just gives me a better look. And I'm just gonna buff this into the skin using a flat kabuki brush. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna do my eyebrows and I'll be back in a minute. Now I'm gonna prime my eyes with soft ochre, what is it?
Soft ochre.
Soft ochre. I'm just gonna use a buffing brush from Biege Cosmetics to prime the lid for the shadows so that we can have a base to work with so that your eyeshadows can stick and last all day. And I'm also gonna use it to kind of like carve out my brow bone so it looks more cleaner, more sharp. Now I'm gonna use my finger to blend it a little bit better. Next I'm gonna take my, it's not that presentable, it looks a little bit beaten up, but my Kat Von D Shade+Light palette, and I'm gonna be using, I always mix these up, Lyric and Levitation to set my matte paint pot, just so that it's easier to blend your eyeshadows instead of when you put the cream and then the powder on top. It just makes it easier. I'm going to take Creme Brulee from MakeupGeek and just using a Sigma E35 blending brush. It's tapered blending brush. Pat off excess, and we're just going to start with this as our transition color. This shade it's a very neutral brown, and it's very, I mean, it's very soft. It's almost like a cream color. And we're just gonna blend it in the crease. My favorite method of blending is just windshield wipers and circular motions. Just getting it all up in that crease. And we're gonna take Latte from MakeupGeek as well. This one is definitely a little bit more cool tone, brown, and this one, I don't even know how to describe that. And we're just gonna take the same blending brush and just put a little bit of that, mix them together, and just put it in the crease as well. Kind of put a little bit lower than where we put Creme Brulee. Couldn't remember it. Creme Brulee. Next I'm going to be taking it's Cocoa Bear, and it's just another brown. I'm going to put this more concentrated more in my crease. Help me define it a little bit better, because this one is definitely more on the warm side. It has kind of has like a red undertone, so just another different shade of brown, and it's just gonna help define my crease a little bit better just because of the way I'm applying it in the crease. There's definitely gonna be a different lighting source now because it got darker, so we had to put in the lights. No more natural light. Oh, this is a MAC 217 brush. It's thinner and it's tapered, and it just helps you get a little bit more precise in your crease. And next I'm gonna be using a precision brush from Biege Cosmetics. It's just a synthetic thin brush to help me really get into that crease, and I'm gonna be using Bitten from Bitten from MakeupGeek, and just put it in the crease. It's an E40 Sigma brush, and I'm going to be taking Mocha. This is just a dark brown from MakeupGeek. Any dark brown will work. This one I want to apply it more up, so we're going to point the brush a little bit down. Not like how I had it before, but we want it down. Go back in with Cocoa Bear and kind of blend out that brown. I don't even want to show you this shade because it's like so hit the pen. So we're just gonna say Beaches and Cream. I'm just gonna use it on the lid. I'm gonna use this. Any synthetic brush would work just to pack on color. First I'm gonna apply it with the brush, and then I'm gonna use my finger just to add it. Give it a little bit more power, because I always find when you use your finger it applies the product better on your lid, but just using the brush to kind of get it where I want it. I'm just gonna go back in with it, not pick up any more product, but just blend the edges where the Beaches and Cream. I got this eyeliner in my Birchbox for December. It's called the Eyeko. I think that's how you say it. Just looks like this. It's has a big fat felt tip. And I'm just going to I'm gonna create a wing. Kind of dramatic. Next I'm gonna go in with my NYX Dark Circle Concealer. This is in the shade Medium. An orange beigey tone that got going on with this concealer. The orange definitely helps cancel out any blue, purple, just dark, you know, situation you got going underneath the eye. I'm just gonna use a synthetic brush. This is from Real Techniques. I'm just gonna finish pressing the product underneath my eyes, light pressure with my finger to fully blend it out. Next I'm gonna go in with since this is kind of like my everyday look, I'm not gonna go heavy on the concealer. I'm gonna go a little bit light. I'm using the LA Girl ProConcealer. It's a very affordable concealer, and it's in the shade Creamy Beige. I don't like the applicator, but I'm just gonna use another big buffing brush from Biege Cosmetics. Actually, I'm just using my finger. I normally use concealer to, again, hide the circles and also highlight to get, you know, bring brightness underneath for my under eyes. I'm going to be using these two colors here. These two colors here to set the concealer, just so that we don't have any creasage underneath the eyes. And if you set it, it helps last throughout the whole day too. And I'm also gonna just apply the product as if I was kind of doing my normal highlighting routine, just so that it gives some kind of brightness while you're not using too much product at the same time. So now we're gonna finish up the eyes. I'm gonna go in with a Real Techniques I think this is called, yeah, it's called a brow brush. Lower part of where my lash line is at. I'm using Bitten and Cocoa Bear to kind of add a little bit more definition to my eyes. And then I'm just going to take a crease definer brush from MakeupGeek. Just a circle, dense, small brush. So, and just blend that out so it doesn't look too harsh. The lashes that I'm using today they're from Red Cherry. They're just a very natural, they're kind of a little bit long, 747 medium. I'm just gonna apply some lash glue and just set it on there. Oh, shoot. How about Cheetos? I'm gonna use just a foundation, pressed foundation or pressed powder foundation from L'Oreal.
What? There's a lot in there. Are you gonna eat it all?
And it's in the shade Cocoa. And I'm just going to. So although we're keeping it pretty simple today, I'm still gonna put some highlighter on. I'm gonna go in with the Carly Bible palette. This is just a setting brush from Real Techniques, and I'm gonna be using this shade and this shade. This is more of a gold brown like highlighter, and this is kind of like in between that pink and bronze shade. Ooh. So I'm gonna go in for the lips. I'm gonna be using, and this is in the shade Earth. It has like a pinky, it's like a pinky nude. Actually no, it's more of a pinky shade. So that's for that part, and then I'm gonna go in with a Nikak. I don't know how to pronounce that. How do you think you pronounce that? Nikak. It's just like a, I don't know, it's just a really pretty earthy brown. Alrighty, so that's the lips there. So I did add an inner corner highlight off camera. I was having issues. My other battery died, so I had to replace and do all that good stuff. So I did do it off camera. I just used this shade right here and finished off the lips. So that's pretty much it. So this is the completed look. Went ahead and just put my hair down, put a little curl into it. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is pretty much what I do on a daily basis. I just like to keep it neutral in the eyes. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please like the video or subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Does the lighting still look fine?
Yeah. Looks kind of bright.
Where did I end? Where did I end? I'm debating. I'm losing minutes here.
Just up there.
I felt, but that always. I'm trying here. Okay. So many takes. So it'll begin. It's going to begin. All right. Lena! Oh, she's probably in the bathroom. There's something in my eyeball.
This one has a 10-minute countdown.
Okay. What do you mean? I didn't do any like. Haha. But I'm gonna turn it off.